is littered throughout this room, because sometimes you get candidates who, even if they hadn't hit public office, were already community leaders. And that's what we have in Rochelle, it's what we have in Chris, and it's what we have in our Mayor, Bilal Al-Hayek. All of them I knew in having significant roles, delivering for the community, involved in the community, engaging for the community, long before they took public office. And every now and then you see people who haven't done the community work, who just want the public office, who just want the title. And I reckon there'll be one or two of them on different tickets running against, thinking, oh, here's the chance to make themselves important in the community. Well, I want people to represent us who have already chosen through everything they've done in their life that they love this community, they are part of this community, and this community comes first. And that's what the Labor team is delivering. That's exactly what this Labor team is delivering. With Rochelle, some of you will know that I've worked with Rochelle for some time as well. And, you know, there's a concept that my dad taught me when Dad was often very late home from work, which was just this principle: you don't go home if there's someone still needing help. You just keep going. You finish the job, you deliver for people. The test of your work isn't what's your start time, your finish time, what are the hours you're paid for. The test of your work is how are you delivering for the people who need you. I can't imagine anyone who represents that more than Rochelle Harika. Cannot imagine anyone who represents that. So when you get the how to vote, think of the word AD, A-D, okay? Number 1 in the box A, number 2 in box D. Both above the line, but that's the how to vote, AD, A-D. Number 1A, number 2D, both above the line. One of the challenges we'll have, as we always have, is council voting is different to any other form of voting, and people always get it wrong. So I'm going to have 2 requests of you, but they're both the same sort of thing. They're both about making sure that you don't waste a conversation. The Labor vote that happens, this will be the last big vote in New South Wales that happens before we hit the federal election. Whatever happens in this one is going to be part of the momentum that Peter Dutton either has or doesn't have. And all of these things are cumulative. So I want to ask you simply, between now and the council election, do not waste a conversation and talk about 2 things. Have the conversation that I just said, number 1 in box A, number 2 in box D. As long as you get the number 1, it's okay, but we've got to keep to the preference agreement. So number 1 in box A, number 2 in box D. And say that to people. The second thing is have the conversation that you can have that a whole lot of people can't. And that's to say, you know these candidates. You know them, you trust them. If you've had a photo with them today, put it up on your social media and put a post about how well you know and trust these individuals. Remind people how to vote and remind people what's at stake. I've never seen a time when some people have tried so hard to divide our community, and some people are trying so incredibly hard to divide our community. That's the exact moment where we need to get behind the people who are of the community and who unify the community. That's why so many members of Parliament want to be here. That's why so many of you, and I look around the room, this room is full of the exact sort of people I started talking about, people who are already in their own way leaders in their community, leaders among their families, leaders in community organisations. I look around the room and you're everywhere. We want to make sure that someone like that continues to be a leader for this part of Sydney, for this part of the area, and that's Rochelle Harika. The team that Bilal Al-Hayek is bringing across Canterbury Bankstown Council, I have never seen a better team be pulled together. Let's get behind it, let's not waste the conversation, and let's win. Thank you.